Students in gray and blue converge at Anastar School's gate, the A logo, a beacon of looming exams. Amidst the scholastic anticipation, Aide strolls in with nonchalant ease, a stark contrast to the atmosphere. The school gate buzzes with the nervous energy of students, uniforms crisp, futures uncertain. Ade's calm demeanor cuts through the tension, a silent rebellion against the weight of expectations. Boredom etched on his face, Aide slumps at his desk as the day drags on in Mr. Chukwu's droning math class. Mr. Chukwu, a stern figure, continues to lecture, his voice a monotonous hum in the quiet classroom. Ade stares blankly ahead, lost in his own thoughts, far removed from the world of equations and formulas. Ade mutters under his breath, "I don't need to study. God will provide," a mantra against the math. The clock ticks slowly, each second an eternity in the stifling atmosphere of the classroom. Sunlight bathes the library, illuminating dust motes as Kemi pores over stacks of books, her brow furrowed in concentration. Aide strolls in, a football tucked casually under his arm, a playful grin spreading across his face as he spots Kemi. "Why waste time studying when we can relax?" Aide asks, his voice a lighthearted challenge in the quiet library. Kemi looks up, her gaze firm. "Faith without works is dead, Aide," she retorts, a hint of playful defiance in her tone. The sunlight streams through the window, highlighting the contrast between Ade's carefree demeanor and Kemi's studious focus. A silent challenge hangs in the air, the books and football representing two different paths, two different priorities. Under the bright afternoon sun, Aide weaves through his friends on the football field, a portrait of carefree confidence. The ball seems like an extension of himself as he dribbles past the makeshift defense. A burst of speed propels him forward. His powerful kick sends the ball soaring towards the net. The net ripples as the ball hits its mark. A perfect shot. "That's what I'm talking about. Natural talent, baby," Aide shouts, his voice ringing with pride. In the dimly lit room, a Bible lies open, casting long shadows that dance across the walls. Ade's mother kneels beside him, her hands clasped tightly in prayer, a silent plea rising into the night. Ade nods faintly, his gaze distant as if lost in thought, detached from the fervent prayer. The mother's voice breaks the silence, her words laced with both faith and practicality. "God wants you to work for faith to manifest, Ade. Prayer is important, but so is hard work." In the classroom, anticipation fills the air. Students fidget anxiously as the final exam looms. Books lie open, yet unread, amidst nervous whispers. Ade sits calmly, a stark contrast to the surrounding anxiety. His eyes close briefly, a silent prayer forming on his lips. Prayer is his source of strength and comfort in the tense atmosphere. In the tense classroom, Aide hunches over his exam, brow furrowed in a desperate attempt to recall forgotten knowledge. He stares blankly at the exam questions, a growing dread washing over him as the answers remain elusive. His eyes dart nervously around the room, a silent plea for inspiration in the studious faces. The weight of the unanswered questions presses down, each blank space a stark reminder of his struggle. His confidence begins to waver, the once clear path to success now shrouded in doubt and uncertainty. The classroom hums with nervous energy as students gather, their voices a mix of triumph and anxiety after the exam. Confident students compare answers with triumphant grins, while others scratch their heads, muttering in worry. Aide sits alone at his desk, avoiding eye contact, the silence amplifying the dread tightening in his stomach. The weight of the unknown score hangs heavy in the air, a palpable tension gripping every corner of the room. Mr. Chukwu sits at his desk, a shadow of disappointment crossing his face as he reviews Ade's exam. He shakes his head, the gesture heavy with unspoken disappointment. Ade enters the office, his face alight with hopeful expectation, unaware of the somber atmosphere. The contrast between their expressions sets the stage for an impending confrontation. Mr. Chukwu, stern and unyielding, surveys Ade from behind a desk laden with academic burdens. Ade stands before him, hope battling the rising tide of anxiety etched across his young face. Mr. Chukwu's grave expression deepens, foretelling the crushing blow about to fall. "I regret to inform you, Ade, that you have failed," Mr. Chukwu declares, his words echoing in the silent room. Ade's hopeful facade crumbles, replaced by the stark reality of academic failure and dashed dreams. "A desperate plea" escapes Ade's lips. "But I prayed." Lamplight bathes the cozy living room in a comforting glow, casting long shadows that dance with the unspoken tension. Ade sits on the edge of the sofa, head buried in his hands, his posture reflecting a deep internal struggle. His parents flank him, their faces maps of worry, yet their eyes shine with unwavering love and support. The father's voice, gentle but firm, cuts through the heavy silence. "God gave you a brain, Ade. You must use it." The weight of expectation and love hangs heavy in the air, a palpable bond between father and son. Ade walks through the school gate, his shoulders slumped under the weight of recent events. A wave of shame washes over him, yet beneath it, a flicker of determination ignites. He spots Kemi near the entrance, her presence a beacon amidst his turmoil. Kemi's warm smile radiates reassurance, cutting through the shadows of his self-doubt. "Hey, Ade," Kemi says softly, her eyes full of unwavering support. "I know things have been tough, but I believe in you. You can do this," she encourages, her words a lifeline. Sunlight floods the library, illuminating the air as Ade pores over a textbook, brow furrowed in concentration. Kemi sits beside him, her expression patient as she traces a complex equation with her finger. The scene is filled with the gentle sounds of turning pages and hushed voices, a haven of quiet study. Ade pauses, his gaze intense as Kemi clarifies a point, the weight of understanding settling on his face. Close up on the textbook, the intricate symbols and diagrams a testament to the challenge before them. The warm light casts long shadows, underscoring the dedication and focus shared between Ade and Kemi. In the classroom, exam day returns, but Ade approaches with a palpable sense of renewed purpose. He steps into the room, his confident gaze sweeping over the room, a stark contrast to his earlier hesitance. Ade sits at his desk, determination etched on his face as he prepares to tackle the retake exam head-on. The once daunting challenge now seems manageable, his diligence transforming anxiety into confident resolve. Under humming fluorescent lights, Ade exudes relief, gathering his things in the empty classroom. Ade approaches Kemi with a smile, his confidence clear. "I think I actually nailed it this time," Ade says, gratitude shining in his eyes. Ade expresses sincere appreciation. "Thanks, Kemi. I couldn't have done it without you." He reflects on their shared struggles. "It has been quite a journey to get here, though." Sunlight floods the cluttered office, illuminating Mr. Chukwu's kind face as he beams at Ade. Ade returns the smile, his shoulders visibly relaxing, a weight lifted. Mr. Chukwu's voice rings with warmth. "Congratulations, Ade. You passed your retake." Relief washes over Ade as the news sinks in, his eyes reflecting newfound confidence. "I finally understand, sir," Ade says, his voice filled with conviction. Ade concludes with newfound clarity. It's not just about believing, but also about doing.